Hi class, it's me, your math teacher Jello. In today's lesson, let's continue our discussion on how to convert one unit to another unit, and that is within and across system, specifically measuring mass or weight. Okay, let's get started. The most common measures of weight or mass in the metric system are the kilogram, gram, and milligram. So guys, ito yung mga madalas natin makikita or ginagamit. Okay? So, the gram is the basic unit of mass in the metric system. However, in our international system unit, nabago na to, which is kilogram. Okay? Pero ginagamit pa rin naman natin yan. Kasi yan, dyan nagsimula yung ating basic unit. Okay? Which is gram. So we have here different symbols. And then of course, its corresponding word and meaning. So we'll know that for kilogram, so that is kg. So which means that is equal to 1,000 grams. So we have here the hectogram. So the symbol is Hg. So meaning we have 100 grams. So we have here decagram. So the symbol is dag. And then, so the equivalent value is 10 grams. And of course, we have the gram. Yun nga yung basic unit, no? So this is symbolized as G. And of course, so that is equal to 1 gram. And then for the decigram, so dg, and then the meaning is 0.1 gram. And we have the centigram, which symbolized as cg, so which means 0.01 gram. And of course, we have the milligram. So that is mg, no? Yung madalas makikita natin sa mga tablet, sa mga gamot, right? Okay. So, meaning, that is equal to 0.001 gram. Gets? Okay. So, we have here the metric mass conversions or yung weight conversions. So, these are few, no? Okay. So, for every 1 kilogram, there will be 1,000 grams. And for, and then we have 1 Hg or 1 hectogram. The conversion is 100 grams. For 1 decagram, we have 10 grams. So, for every 1 gram, we have 1,000 milligrams. Okay? For every 1 milligram or mg, we only have 0.001 gram. And if we have 1 centigram or cg, that is equal to 0.01 gram. And we have 1 Hg or 1 hectogram that gives us 100,000 milligrams. Okay? Naintindihan? And then, for us to fully understand this concept, let's answer the following examples. Example number 1, convert each of the following to the indicated unit. So, for number 1, we have here 800 milligrams to gram. So, kina-convert natin yan, no? Okay. And we all know that for every 1 milligram, meron tayong 0.001 gram. Okay, since kina-convert natin yung milligram to gram. So, ito yun, class. So, ito yung gagamitin natin, conversion factor. So, actually, pwede rin naman natin gamitin tong isa, yung 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Okay, pwede rin naman yun. Okay, so likewise, so we have here 800 milligrams as our given. So, times sa ating conversion factor. Siyempre, para makancel out natin yung milligrams, dapat siya yung nasa, very good, nasa denominator. So, ang ating conversion factor is, or yung ratio, 0.001 gram divided by 1 milligram. Okay? And then, this time, ang goal kasi natin, dapat makancel out natin yung milligram. So, cancel. So, we left by gram. So, 800 times 0.001 gram, that is equal to, very good, meron tayong 0.80 or 0.8 gram. Okay? So, ito na ang ating unit. Naintindihan? So, 800 times 0.001 gram, that gives us 0.8 gram only. Gets? Okay, yun yung sagot natin. Now, letter B example. Convert 35 kilograms to grams. Okay? So, we all know that for every 1 kilogram, there will be, of course, 1,000 grams. Okay? Based sa ating conversion factor. So, for every 1 kilogram, we have 1,000 grams. Gets? Okay. And then, masasolve na natin yan. So, we have 35 kilograms. Kina-convert kasi natin yung kilogram to gram. Okay? So, times ng ating ratio or yung conversion factor, which gives us 1,000 grams divided by 1 kilogram. Okay? And then this time, pwede tayo mag-cancel out. Cancel. 1 from the numerator and 1 from the denominator. So, yun ang goal natin, ma-cancel out natin. And then 35 times 1,000. So, meron tayong, very good, 35,000 grams. Okay? Naintindihan? Okay, now let's answer letter C. Convert 250 grams to hectograms. So, we all know that for every 1 hectogram, so there will be 100 grams. Okay? So, pwede natin gamitin to, guys. Ayan. So, for every 1 hectogram, there will be 100 grams. And then, based sa ating given, we have 250 grams. So, ito times natin sa ating conversion factor. So, by getting the ratio, so meron tayo ditong very good. 1 hectogram divided by 100 grams. Okay? So, pwede tayo mag-cancel out dito, class. So, cancel. And then, yung ating natira, 250 times 1, that gives us 250 divided by 100. Of course, do not forget the unit. So, that is hectogram. So, i-divide lang natin to, class. So, meron tayo ditong 2.5 hectograms. So, kapag dinivide yung 250 divided by 100, so meron tayong 2.5 hectograms. So, ito na yung sagot natin. Okay? And for letter D, kindly comment your answer. Actually, guys, pwede natin ma-solve tong ating problems sa example number 1 using alternative method. Okay? Sa mga previous video, naturo ko na to kung paano ginagamit. So, to change from a larger unit to a smaller unit, multiply by a power of 10. So, that is for kilogram to hectogram times 10. For kilogram to up to decagram. Ayan. So, meron tayo ditong very good, times 100, no? So, for every unit, times 10. So, kung 2 units, times 100. Kung 3 units, ang movement natin, so times 1,000. And then, to change from, of course, from a smaller unit to a larger unit, divide by a power of 10 naman. So, ayan. From milligrams to centigrams, so divided by 10, no? Okay. From centigrams to decigrams, so divided by 10. From milligrams to decigrams divided by 100. So, gets? Okay, so, para mas maintindihan natin to, let's try example above. Let's say number 1. So, convert 800 milligrams to grams, no? Okay. Sige. Solve natin yon using alternative method. So, 800 milligrams to grams. We'll know that yung sagot natin dito is 0.8 grams. Gram, perhaps. Okay? So, i-prove natin yon. Siyempre, milligram to gram. So, eto yun, class. Yung movement natin. Milligram to centigram to decigram to gram. Okay? So, meaning, mag-start tayo kay ayan. Kay mg. No? Okay. And then, we have cg or centigram. And then we have dg or decigram. And of course, we have gram. Okay? So, ayan. Maybe I can use another color. So, divided by 10. Another. So, divided by 10. And then, divided by 10 also. So, kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong 3 units going to the left. So, pwede tayong mag-divide by 1,000. Okay? So, since ang ating given is 800 milligrams converted to grams, so, meron tayong 800 divided by 1,000. No? Okay, pag dinivide natin, meron tayong 0.8 or 80. 0.80 or 0.8. Of course, do not forget the unit. So, which is gram. So, 0.8 gram. Diba ito yung sagot natin kanina? Okay? So, kung saan kayo mas nadadalian, dun kayo, class. Okay? Kung saan kayo mas convenient, walang problema. For as long as tama yung magiging sagot natin. So now, moving on to another subtopic which is English system of weight or ito naman yung imperial, no, na tinatawag. So, we have here the symbol and word. So, we have the OZ, so which is ounce, no? LB, that is pound. So, capital T for short, ton. Okay, reads as ton. So, this is for US, no? Ayan. And then, for the customary units of mass and weight, or weight, ito nang yung ating conversion factor. So, we have, for every 1 pound, we have 16 ounces. And for every 1 ton, for US, no, we have 2,000 pounds. Okay? So, let's answer the following examples. So, example number 2, convert each of the following to the indicated unit. So, for letter A, 9 pounds to ounces or ounce, no? Okay. We'll know that for every 1 pound, no? For every 1 pound or LB, we have 16 ounces. Okay? So, therefore, 9 pounds times, of course, ang ating conversion factor dyan. So, 16 ounces yung nasa numerator and nasa denominator is 1 pound. Okay? So, dito guys, pwedeng tayo mag-cancel out etong pound. And then, so 9 times 16. So, 9 times 16. So, meron tayong 144 ounces. Do not forget the unit. Okay? Ito na yung sagot natin sa letter A. So, now, letter B. So, we have 20,000 pounds to ton. Okay? So, i-convert natin yan. And as we all know, for every one ton or one short, ito yun guys, ayan. For every one short ton, so we have 2,000 pounds, right? Okay. Ito yun, class. So, equals 2,000 pounds. Okay? So, since we have 20,000 pounds, so times natin sa ating conversion factor. So, syempre, yung nasa numerator natin is 1 ton divided by 2,000 pounds. So, pwede tayo mag-cancel out dito, guys. So, cancel out natin yung same unit. 1 from the numerator and 1 from the denominator. So, 20,000 times 1 ton. So, meron pa rin tayong 20,000. Gets ba? Divided by 2,000. So, do not forget the unit. And of course, pag dinivide natin yan, of course, meron tayong 10 tons. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot natin. Now, so for letter C, convert 180 ounces to pounds. So, we all know that for every 1 pound, yan, meron tayong 16 ounces. Gets? Okay. So, ang ating given is 180 ounces. Of course, i-multiply natin sa conversion factor na very good. Sa numerator is 1 pound divided by 16 ounces. Okay? So guys, pwede tayo mag-cancel out dito yung same unit. So 180 times 1, that gives us 180, right? Divided by, of course, 16. Do not forget the unit. So 180 divided by 16, using our scientific calculator, meron tayong 11.25 pounds. So, ito yung magiging sagot natin. So, ganun lang kasimple. So, this is the end of our video. I hope na maraming kayo natutunan. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.